All right, here we go. Let's start our new one. Pause. All right, again with the wind. It's probably blowing toward the entrance like in the other because they're pointed the same way. Yeah. So, same drill, we'll put our industry over here because it'll initially start as dirty industry. So we want the pollution blowing away from our residents, who will be over here. One of the things that I like to do, especially in my main towns, is educate them ASAP. So, after the zoning of the residents and the industry and things, the first service I put in is the elementary school. Now, I think if you would just play it out, typically the first thing they would request is the clinic, is the hospitals, because they're uneducated. So what happens when you have Sims that are uneducated is they tend to have more accidents and do stupid things. So they'll hurt themselves more often, they'll cause fires more often, or become criminals. So the quicker you educate them, the quicker or the less stress you put on your services. So let's come in and zone a block of jobs. See, I'm not going to put that one. Well, let's go ahead and do it. Wait. I meant to. Oh well. Right. Where's my grid? There we go. It's not quite right, but who cares? Yeah. Kind of screwed it up. No biggie. That's kind of cool. All right. Let's get it. Let me zone. Probably some wasted space there, but we're cool. Like I said, I don't want a whole lot of dirty jobs anyways. When we begin to tech up, we can come in and fix that if we need to. All right. De-zone it off of the. I'll fix that. Off of the avenue. Come on. There we go. All right. So we'll bring it over to our residence. Right. Ooh. Not what I meant to do. Alright. Again, I'm just going to go ahead and do medium. Oh, I think I forgot to demolish the edges there of the in the industry. I'll go back and do that. Again, the bonds are okay. I mean, you end up turning a profit pretty quick, so if you do it right. Parks. Wish that one would fit, but it doesn't. We have to put those little guys in. Let's go out to the region and buy power. Whoops, almost screwed up. Buy and sewage treatment. Should I go ahead and buy water? No, I don't want to be buying water because eventually the ground's going to be pretty yucky over there near the entrance, and so it'll be bringing polluted water. So let's don't do that. Go back to the city view here. Plug in a water tower right here. Go ahead and hit play. Eventually, when I go back over to what I name it, Drillington, we'll send some garbage trucks over here. But that won't be an issue for a little bit. All right. What I'm gonna do, probably put my town hall somewhere around here maybe. End up putting the university over here so that we can get more high-tech jobs in. Town hall. Yeah, we'll probably put it right here. Try to get it in the middle. We'll work toward getting out of the Department of Finance so that we can micromanage our taxes here, and we can get the larger bonds when we need them. I think in the DanLandia. Alright. Hey, visiting myself here. Alright. We've got that other bond. We may go ahead. Maybe I put in the school first and then we'll block off another. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's do that, and then get the other bond and put in the school. Put in some bus stops. Oh, I did it again. Or didn't do it again. Ooh, I'm glad it didn't. Delete that. What was I doing? Bus stops, that's what. Alright. Does it cover everybody? Not really. Okay. 148. I think that has a capacity for 150 initially. Yeah. And by the time it's time for school tomorrow, we actually won't. Yeah, it's already 150. We can still hold off on that though, so that I have the cash to zone this. Let's do that. Oof, that was expensive. Thankfully, zoning is cost nothing, which makes sense. I loved SimCity 4, but there was just odd things about it, like the bus stops I was plopping down for the schools. That makes so much more sense than the bus stops in SimCity 4. SimCity 4, I'm sure you played it, but if you didn't, it's on a grid system. And to get a skyscraper to the zone needed for a skyscraper was 4x4, like a 4x4 blocks, right? But to put down a bus stop, you needed a 1x1 block. So that just blows my mind. So for a bus stop, I need, you know, nearly, you know, like 25% of the area for a skyscraper. You know, come on, give me a break. So, you know, in real life, you just plop down a bench and a sign that says bus stop. So it just makes so much more sense. And zoning does too. The zoning should be free, and in SimCity 4 it was not. It was actually, for high dens, it was pretty expensive. What's the problem here? Ah, it's just telling me I have the ability to build some. All right, turning a profit. Let's continue the new block. Actually wants more commercial. Tell you what, over here on this edge, I'll do some more commercial. If that becomes a problem, I'll dezone or plop some parks in between. Alright, this is that Dr. Vu thing. Yep. I've never done this, but one thing I have learned is to just leave it up there, because if you exit off and they will ask you each time you log into a new city, that pops up again, and it just got on my nerves. So I just would leave it up. I've never done it. Is it any? Is it fun? I mean, what is it? It seems like kind of like a DLC, like something additional you could do. So let me know in the comments if any of you have ever, you know, built that tower. And oh wait, the Maxis Manor. I'm thinking the Vu Tower. I've done the Maxis Manor before and sent the Maxis Man out on patrol before. But the Dr. Vu Tower thing, never done that. We're slowly getting this done. Come on, come on. A little bit at a time. There we go. The next thing we'll work toward is adding a classroom onto there, because I'm sure, yeah, we're up to nearly 300 students, and as this continues to zone, we'll have to add a classroom. And the reason I have to put them back to back there is because there's no connection there. So like this bus stop can't service these kids, and so there's a bit of overlap there, but it's all right. Just a couple $100 to do that. Making $2,000, not bad. How's the industry doing? Dirty as usual. Okay. Cool. Exit out. Now what happens here is that usually just let it run for a while so that we can stack up enough money. But this part isn't that fun because I've already maxed out my bonds. We have to get 15,000 people in here before we can get the Department of Finance. Wait, no, it's 5. So is it 5,000? And it gives me the ability to add the Department of Finance, which no, it's $15,000. That's what it is. That's where I got confused. We have to get the 5,000 folks before we can put a wing on the town hall there. City Hall. So I wonder if I should break my rule again to try to get some more tax revenue and put some on the avenues with the intent of breaking them down later. Like, really wants commercial. So if we put commercial here, probably would be okay, because what's going to happen is I'm going to expand a block this way. So, you know, once I put my roads inside there, you know, in my new block, it'll make this, it'll destroy those and I can dezone it. So let's go ahead and get some revenue in. Almost can get the additional classroom to our school. Let's see. Really happy. Where's the shopping? Right here, buddy. Commercial's really happy in here with all these shoppers around him, I guess. Where's the shopping in this town? Alright. Just checking some of the attitudes of some of the residents there so that we can see what it's going to take to get folks to move it, to get more dense. 2,500 residents. We're almost there. See where everybody's living. These data maps are really helpful, especially with, yeah, they're really laying in some ground pollution here. Need to tech up ASAP. Okay, let's add the classroom. I think we can add a bus. Yeah, that's probably all the buses we'll need for a little while. High commercial demand, yeah, I realize that. We'll probably spread a block that way too. So let's put some commercial in here. All right. All right, guys, what I'm probably going to do is just sort of edit ahead, because right now it's just going to be letting the simulation run while we're waiting to get some money. The next thing we're going to do is probably the clinic, because even though we have the school, they still are going to get themselves sick, especially working over here at the dirty with dirty jobs, you know. So they'll get themselves sick. We'll need a clinic, and I'll probably put it in maybe here. But anyways, guys, I'm going to let the simulation run a bit, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, guys. What I've done is I've jumped back over here to Drillington so that we can send some garbage trucks over to our main city here. Let it run for about, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, and it got up to about, well, that's wrong, because when I left the city it was 40,000. Well, hopefully it's still there when I get back. Alright, so let's send trash. We're going to send them both, because when we get back over here we'll let it run a bit and then acquire some more trucks. Alright, so what I'm going to do is let it run a minute so that sort of kicks in. Then I'm going to reload our main city. Now I probably will edit this part out. So, alright, guys, what I've done is I've jumped back over here to Drillington so that we can send some garbage trucks over to our main city here. Let it run for about, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, and it got up to about, well, that's wrong, because when I left the city it was 40,000. Well, hopefully it's still there when I get back. Alright, so let's send trash. We're going to send them both, because when we get back over here we'll let it run a bit and then acquire some more trucks. Alright, so what I'm going to do is let it run a minute so that that sort of kicks in. Then I'm going to reload our main city. Now I probably will edit this part out, so. And here we go. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm going to edit those because my computer's a bit slow. It takes, 20-25 seconds for that to load. So, all right, what's that? Garbage truck already over here. Cool. All right, see, and like I said, it's one of the first things it does is it starts asking for the hospital or the clinic. So where are we going to put this guy? Kind of want to, well, we're going to end up spreading this way, so, well, and that way. So it would benefit it to be around here, but I don't want to block off any area for the expansion of the town hall there. Putting it over here would screw with our gridding system with our city blocks. But on the edge right here. Zoom in there. Put our sign in. And one ambulance. That'll probably, well, we don't want to block the avenue, going that way, so that'll probably suffice right there for now. We'll use the remainder of our cash here, maybe to spread that way, or should we go ahead and go this way? Since our clinic's there, maybe we should go ahead and go this way, but our school is over there. It is going to get rid of some of these jobs here, but some of the commercial, but that was our plan the whole time, so let's just expand this way. Square. That's going to use all the money. Well, let's go ahead and do it anyways. Start gridding it out. I think what I'll do is grid this way this time. Not enough. It's alright, we can hold off. Whoops. Sometimes when I right click it doesn't register, and probably is my mouse. Speaking of my mouse, if you can hear my keyboard and my mouse clicking, sorry about that. It's just what came with my computer, and I need to upgrade them both. I mean, it's a decent mouse. I mean, it was a gaming PC that I purchased, but so it's a good mouse, but still clicks really loud. Drink some water. All right, we got a little cash. Go ahead and dezone this. What that was doing, but all right. Man, I missed cheetah speed. Let's just do it a little bit at a time. Because during the process of me just letting it run for a while I edit that out for you guys, some of the commercial locations were saying that they needed some workers, and that must be why the commercial demand has flattened out. So we get some more people in here so that they can fill those jobs. I still will probably go ahead and zone the middle in commercial, because one of the common complaints of residents is no local place to shop, so we'll probably will still drop one in the middle. Alright, 2,500 residents. Moving on up slowly. Slowly but surely we are getting there. Industrial demand is lower than it typically is when a city first starts, but it does have the demand. Zone another block over there soon. I'm running out of water. Alright, more roads. Go ahead and do this one. So, oh, school bus stops. Let's do that. Happy, happy, happy. As soon as we get that Department of Finance in, we can take out the big bond and life will become a lot more fun. Yeah. So we're gonna need fire soon. Traffic jam already, huh? Alright, so renovate, move up. Ah, come on. It's the fact that it's medium. If it was low dense, it would make life a lot easier. But I typically go ahead and make it medium because you guys probably know this, but the way density works, like this guy's wanting, you know, to go ahead and move up. You know, of course you have to make them happy and fill all the needs that they want, such as, you know, school and putting a clinic nearby and good fire coverage and police coverage. You know, that all matters, but if you have a low dense street, it'll cap itself. You'll never get, you know, the large buildings, the large apartment buildings and things like that in these blocks because the street isn't dense enough to handle the traffic that an apartment building of that size will cause. So that's why I usually just go ahead and put in medium. Because if you do it right, you know, it may slow you down like what we're doing right now with a little bit financially, but you know, if you get the services in pretty quick, they get happy pretty quick and begin to move up. And next we are going to work toward fire station. Buses, that bus. Should cover everyone, yeah. Alright. That took way longer than it should have, but we got it in there. Alright guys, that seems like a good place to start. Excuse me. Oh man, wait a minute. Whole town's on fire, that's great. I will do it. Any rubble in the town now? Not yet. Alright guys, well obviously that'll be what we have to do next. So what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and stop the session here. Probably will shake out to 2 episodes. And I'll go ahead and let it run for a while. And we do have a surplus, but that takes, when you only have llama speed, it does take a while for it to stack up. So I'll let it run. I won't do any building or anything. I'll just let it run and hopefully my whole town won't burn down. And then when I come back, we'll put in some of the additional services and add some different things like more jobs up here for the folks. And then hopefully our density will start moving up. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if I could do anything any better. I'm sure I could. I'm not an expert at all. I just love this game. Simulation games in general, actually. But leave a like or a comment and let me know what you guys think. And I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.